Did he ever consent to a search of his house?
I didn't discuss that with him, so my partner did, but I'm just guessing.
Did you hear Mr. Clark consent to a search of his house?
No.
You did not. Did you hear Mr. Clark consent to a search of his house?
No.
You did not. Are you aware of whether Mr. Clark has a video security system?
No.
Good morning, Deputy Carroll. Or good afternoon. Did you write these reports for the Deputy Lawson?
I wrote it.
Now, where were you when you first knocked on the door?
I was around back.
You went around back. When did you come around front?
Probably around the same time he was closing the door on Officer Lawson.
Okay, did Officer Lawson radio you and tell you to come around front? How did you?
I was coming around front on my own accord
Why is that?
because I'd been around back for a little bit and came around front.
How long is a little bit?
Probably a minute, 2 minutes.
Okay. Now then, did you hear Officer Lawson talk to Mr. Clark when he was at the front door?
I heard him talking to somebody, yes sir.
How did you hear that?
I was coming around front when I heard him say, Officer Lawson, Knox County Sheriff's Department, can you open the door on these people?
Were you around front or were you around back?
I was coming around front. I was at the side of the house, almost to the front.
When Mr. Clark answered the door?
Coming around front when he opened the door.
You heard him say this is Officer Lawson at the Knox County Sheriff's Department.
Yes sir.
That's your testimony?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now then, you decided to kick in the door.
Yes sir.
Okay. Did you call for backup?
Me and my partner at the time were pursuing the suspect. He's in the house, he's opened the door.
My question was, did you call for backup?
No sir, that was my partner, that is my backup.
Okay. Now then, you've been through this training, you're post-certified, aren't you?
Yes sir.
You've been through continuous training?
Yes sir.
Okay. Officer safety is one of the top priorities in your line of work,
Yes sir.
and it should be.
Yes sir.
Okay. Now then, so you concealed your car when you parked in front of Mr. Clark's house. You parked it 2 doors down.
That's correct.
You walked up there in a t-shirt. Are you wearing the t-shirt you were wearing that night?
Yes sir.
Okay. And let the record show that says property of
Operation Enduring Freedom.
Operation Enduring Freedom. That's not a KCSD uniform, is
No,
it?
it's not.
Okay. Now then, do you generally walk up to someone's house in plain clothes, conceal your cruiser,
And hold it when it's seconds, let's change tape number 4. Back on the record, so start the interruption.
do you conceal your cruiser, walk up to a house in plain clothes, and kick down the door without calling backup? Is that in line with officer safety?
You have a subject that you know is right there and he's trying to hide from you? Yes it is sir.
That is the safest thing to do.
That is to say in our line of work? Yes sir.
Okay. Now then, when you kicked down the door, how many times did you kick it?
Twice?
Twice. And the door broke.
Yes sir.
But before that, you had already ripped open the screen door. It was locked, wasn't it?
Yes sir, we pulled the screen door open.
Okay. Now then, how long did you wait before you kicked in the door once the door was shut?
Knocked several times, told the Sheriff's Department, my partner informed me, saw him go up the stairs. From what we could see, couldn't see him go up the stairs, but it was only one stairwell. So from our assumption, he went up, came around, came across the balcony, which you can see into that view.
Okay. And that's when you decided to kick in the door?
After we knocked and said, Sheriff's Department, open the door.
How long was that?
Probably maybe a minute.
A minute, okay. Well, now you heard somebody say, we need to speak with you, correct?
Yes.
You did not know who that was.
No.
Did you hear anything else besides what Cliff said?
No.
Okay. Then, what did you hear?
I heard a very loud noise, crashing noise.
How long after that, after you heard someone say we need to speak with you, did that noise occur?
It was a matter of seconds.
Were you able to hear everything that was said while you were on the phone?
Yes.
You were on were you on speakerphone?
Yes.
Okay. You were able to hear everything complete?
Yes.
Okay. Now then, you came in the house, then what'd you do?
My partner stayed at the bottom. Again, there's an open foyer, open banister, you can see up top. You can see down the hallway which you saw him go to. He waited at the bottom. As I went around to the back, to a little open room, I went up the stairway. And again, that's where Mr. Clark was standing in the hallway with the shotgun pointed at him.
You were at the top of the stairs when
That's
you
when I
saw the
was
shot.
coming up, yes, sir.
Okay. Then, Mr. Clark went into the bedroom. Is that correct?
That would be right after he said, come get me, and the door closed. Yes.
The officer that testified, the officer said that he was in fear. I think he said it shook him up more than Afghanistan, something words to that effect. He was obviously, you could tell when he was testifying today, that it was traumatic.
Okay, well, what happened between them?
I went back down the steps.
Because you saw the shotgun.
That is correct.
So you hightailed it.
Correct.
Okay, now go ahead, I'm sorry.
No warrant for the arrest.
And he said, for what?
And I told him it was for criminal trespass.
Did you hear any music playing?
Not at that time, no.
Did you hear any downstairs?
Not at that time, no.
Okay. Now then. And you talked to the person that Mr. Clark was on the phone with?
That is correct.